What is up, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. Today a we made a W trade. We took a W trade. Bang, 150 bucks on a day. It was a 1-to-1 risk to reward trade, so I didn't like make more than I should. I literally made as much as I risked. So I risked 150 to make 150. So the losses from last month are still big. I'm down 500. No, yeah, I'm around $500 now, like 430, 470, something like that. 450, no, 450. Yeah. So yeah, let's go over the trade. Pretty basic trade. It was a weird day. Um, I didn't follow my strategy fully. If I waited longer, then I could have taken a trade possibly, which would have been like more my strategy than this was. So basically, before market opened, let me go on the 15 minute. Um, Before market opened, we already took out these lows right here. So these would have been London lows, which I could have possibly targeted if I wanted to take a short trade, but these were taken out before market opened. So shortly before market opened, we took out these lows on Nasdaq and the what's it called, ES. So the next lows which I would have targeted possibly were these ones, like this one and this one. And then we had news highs right here, right? So news came out, high impact news, and these were the highs which it created. And then we had these highs right here. These are like some random highs I just marked out because it was like the next, what's it called, like a strong liquidity pool or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like strong liquidity area. And then the last one was these London highs right here on both of them. So actually I should put these highs right here too, and then delete this one and make it a bit cleaner looking. Bang, and I can actually also do the same with this one. Now, what happened is pretty simple. Market opened, we created we went to the upside, so it was bullish, and I was still thinking that I want to be bearish because of the higher time frame. So if you go on the 1 hour, you can see that right here, we kind of looking bearish, right? We moved upwards into this fair value gap, respected it, moving down again, and didn't get any change of character or something. So I wanted to be bearish for the day. But what changed my mind was pretty simple. We took out these lows before market opened, right? After market opened, we disrespected this 5 minute fair value gap, right? Moved up. Then we took out news highs. I was like, okay, we might create a SMT divergence off of this. We didn't create a SMT divergence off of this. What we did was we reversed, right? If ES went down into this inverse fair value gap and into the 5 minute fair value gap, which I can also show you guys. Bang. You can see 5 minutes. Wait, I can put this out of the way. You can see 5 minute fair value created right here and respected right here. You can see my entry is right here. So 5 minute fair value gap got respected, and we also respected inverse value gap 5 minutes. So these were my signs that okay, market might be shifting to a more bullish scenario, I guess. Now, this isn't really my strategy, trading without SMT. I always wait for SMT, but this time I didn't just because of market experience, because I knew like, okay, this is looking bullish. Like we don't have anything on the downside, right? This is also what I wrote down. So I remember there was no real liquidity on the downside after these lows got taken out, right? So what I wanted market to do was just like target these highs right here. So this one and London highs right here. And I could have waited for them to be taken out, so these highs to be taken out, and then take a trade off of that to the downside. But at that point, it would have already had like more bullish signs because we would have a high time frame change of character and so on and so forth. And like I didn't even know if this point would have been hit, and I also didn't know what I would have targeted to the downside, right? Because we had, like I said, no big liquidity area down here. So I was like, okay, let me take a long trade. We'll probably go up and take out these important, what's it called? These strong highs, I guess. And it was pretty basic entry. We got a 1 minute inverse fair value gap, which we respected with this retrace, and also going into this 1 minute fair value gap. Like it's like pretty basic, really basic ass trade. Um, and I just entered after this candle right here closed bullish. My entry was a bit higher than it should have been. It should have probably been like around here somewhere, so a bit lower. But as you can see, 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Bang, you can see close right here. Or can you see it? Yeah, you can see the little arrow right there. And then, yeah, bought right here. And I made $153.75, but $3 was fees. Now, what happened after this was actually what I kind of could have waited for, which I didn't know will happen. We created a SMT divergence and then moved to the downside. Now, what I also want to talk about, bro, uh, my window is open, so you might have heard a sound now from a car driving by. So what I wanted to also mention is that why I took the trade on ES and didn't take the trade on Nasdaq. And to be honest, I don't even know. I like I didn't even check the risk to reward on Nasdaq, but if I took the trade on Nasdaq, it would have looked something like this probably. We would have still gotten a 1-to-1 right here, and I would have maybe even targeted these highs right here. So partial take profits at these highs, and then full TP at this one, and also like putting stop loss behind entry at these highs right here. I don't really know what made me take a trade on ES. It was, I don't know. I actually don't know. Um, I could have taken probably literally the same trade, or is this, no, it would have been a bit crazy, but like the 1 minute fair value gap was right here, and I would have just checked yes and been like, okay, yes is looking bullish too, so I can take the trade on Nasdaq. So yeah, I don't really know, but 1-to-1 risk to reward trade taken, W trade, W day, and I will see you guys probably next week because I won't be trading tomorrow, I think. We could possibly trade tomorrow, but I have some things that I have to work out, like do. So I might not be able to trade tomorrow. We will see. So yeah, and that's everything for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learn something. See you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye bye.